We're gonna try this. We're back. Back once again. Right. Hello, nice to see you. Right, let's get you moved in. Whoop, 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 whoop. How's it going? I've moved myself next to the router because I woke up this morning and found out the router it stopped working. So really nice to see you guys. Hopefully we'll have people pop on the stream. How's it going? Nice to see you. We're going to move to a different room for today's session. We will not be defeated. How are we doing? Okay, so we've got people popping on the thread. Feel free to say hello. Hello, we should be fine now. Welcome to my sitting room. This is... Woo! There we go. Do you know what? That's quite a nice shot. We'll go with that. So, hello. Nice to see you. How are we doing today? Hello, back again. We're all good. Fantastic. So, today, we have got a creative writing lesson for you. We're going to be writing an exciting story in the first person. Hello, back again. Hello, nice to see you guys. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me on that. Good. Hello, we're all good. Yeah, now we've got the internet working fine. As long as I stay in this room, I think we'll be absolutely okay. All right, so we can see me okay. Are we getting the focus? Let's see. Ooh, ooh. Okay, cool. So today we're going to be looking at a creative writing lesson focusing on how to write an exciting story in the first person. Have you ever read an exciting story? I love exciting stories, and I like stories that have a lot of tension in them. So I can feel the tension growing in the story. Hello, hello guys. Oh, I'm just going to say hello. Fantastic, really nice to see you guys. Hello, hello again. Hello guys. Oh, I'm going to make that a bit bigger, I think. I think we can make that a bit larger. Really, really nice to see you all. I hope you're doing well. Like I said, I was just out camping, so I've just got back to find out that all my tech has gone crazy while I've been away. Hello, really nice to see you. Oh, fantastic. Hi, fantastic, fantastic. Hello. Oh, lovely to see you. Oh, fantastic. Right, so here we go. What we're going to do today is we are going to look at how we write things that are tense. So my first question for you is, I like tension a lot. Tension in a story is when everything gets quite nervous and quite scary and quite serious, and we worry about what's going to happen next. So my question, first of all, is how can we increase tension in a story? That is my first question for you guys. So what do you think? How can we increase tension in a story? What do you think? What could you do to try and increase tension in a story? Hello, I'm back. I know. Welcome to my sitting room. It's going to be, we're having it repainted in a few months after things have calmed down. So this is the last time probably the wallpaper is going to be broadcast. But how can we increase tension in a story? What do you think? Have you got a pen and a piece of paper today? Because we are going to be writing our own intense stories where we're going to be looking for something. Oh, you can't find me on YouTube today. That's unusual. It may be about to pop up. Let me just check that it is broadcasting there as well. I'm very sorry, guys. Today, I went away for 2 days thinking everything will be fine, and it seems... Oh, no, it does seem that it is running on YouTube. I believe. Oh, okay. So we've got some suggestions on this. I'd say have a quick look now. Maybe it should be streaming again. I think it was just delayed, I think, from before. I can... Yes, it is definitely running now. I think... Yeah, I can hear myself talking about it. If you pop over to the YouTube, you should find that it is up and going. So what have we got? Oh, okay. We have got... Hi, hello. That's all right. I'm really pleased, Heidi. That's fantastic. So, I'm just going to say hello, Sam. Hello, Sam. How you doing? Nice to see you this morning. Welcome to my sitting room. So these great suggestions. We've got a capital letters. What a great idea. We could put capital letters in to increase tension. I think that's a really good idea Yeah, maybe if we put something in capitals, it would show that it's really tense. Often we see signs, don't we, for dangerous things, and they put capital letters in because that makes us feel a bit tense. The tricky thing about building tension, I think sometimes, is that we need to make sure that we don't try and say the same thing. There we go, I'll make that a bit bigger. We don't try and use the same thing too much. So capital letters are great, but if we only use capital letters again and again and again, it actually reduces the tension over time. Oh, we got a great idea. We've got a cliffhanger. Yes, we could use a powerful cliffhanger to finish the story, or maybe we don't know what's going to happen next at the end of the chapter, and a cliffhanger means we'll come back to the next page, won't we? Because it's exciting. We don't know what's going to happen next. Exciting subjects, yes, absolutely. We probably are going to write about exciting things. I'm going to see if you can write something exciting about something that's not that exciting in a second. We'll see if you can do that. Punctuation, Cameron, yes. Now we want to use a range of punctuation, don't we? I think the best thing to remember when we're building tension is we want to try and change what we do all the time. If we just do the same thing again and again, it actually removes the tension. So if we just use full stops again and again, it removes the tension. But if we change the punctuation, it can raise the tension. Really, really good. Short sentences for impact. Absolutely. You can have a sentence that's really long, or you can have a sentence that's quite short, or you can have a sentence that's really short. Just one word. That's a really, really good way of coming up with it. Oh, in fact, very good. Short, full stop. Sentences, full stop. Very, very good. You can't comment on YouTube. Okay, I will check that out in a second during this first task. And we'll see how we do. All right, so speech. Yes, dialogue. People can say things that can add to the tension. I think dialogue and speech, when two people talk to each other, I think is really, really effective. We've got exclamation marks, just lots and lots of exclamation marks. Very good. And we've got absolutely expanded noun phrases. Cameron, absolutely. Kind of saying more in relation to our nouns, try and expand those. That's excellent. I would also say, in general, nouns are very important. Trying to have some powerful nouns and also very powerful verbs. All right, so here's a list of some things that I think are really effective. You said some of these things. I'm going to show you this, and then when I've done this, I'm going to set you a challenge, and I'll have a quick look at YouTube and find out why that is. Not letting people comment. So, these are the things that I think can often work. And some of these you're experts on already, right? So some of these things we've got like similes and metaphors. We've got the different senses. Using the senses, sight, smell, sound, touch, taste. Those are really good for building tension because they make us feel like we're really there. And we're going to feel more tense if we feel like we're there with the characters as they're going through things. So trying to use some smells, some sounds, some touches and tastes today will be really effective. A range of punctuation, very good. We had a huge range of punctuation being suggested. We've got, I can already see Sam is leading the charge with lots of question marks all over the place. Absolutely. We might have powerful verbs. So instead of saying that you walk somewhere, maybe you creep somewhere. Or maybe you dive somewhere. That would sound really tense, wouldn't it? And exciting. You have to dive somewhere instead of walking somewhere. We try and use verbs and actions that are going to add to the tension. We might have something called exclamations as well, which use exclamation marks. Exclamations are very short sentences, short phrases where someone shouts something out, like, ouch! Oh no! That's a really tense thing to read. When we read, oh no, we think something must be going wrong straight away because it's very short and it's also got that big exclamation mark. And this is really important. And we get a few older people that take part in these exercises, and I know that they will have encountered this before. We try and show that things are tense, not just tell people that things are tense. So instead of saying, I was scared, which is easy, how can we show that someone is scared in what we write? And that's a challenge I'm going to set you right now. How can we show that someone is scared? Could you write me a sentence that shows that you're scared? Okay, we're going to have to pretend we're scared because we're probably not scared right now. But could you write a sentence that shows that you're scared. Doesn't tell me that you're scared. Maybe your teeth are doing something, or maybe your skin, your hairs on your arms are doing something, or maybe your knees are doing something, or maybe maybe your forehead is feeling a bit sweaty. What could be happening that shows? Maybe your heart is doing something. What could your heart be doing that shows that you're scared? Can you give me a sentence that shows that you're scared but doesn't say that you're scared? So we don't say I was scared. We say my heart was what, or my skin was what, or my lungs, my breath was what. Could we have there? All right, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. We'll see what we got for that. See if you give me a sentence on that. And whilst you're doing that, I will have a little poke about with YouTube. See if I can get that sorted out. Fantastic. I can see things are popping up. Oh, really good, really good. These are looking cool already. And let me see. Oh gosh, you know what? I quite like being in this room. Everything moves much faster. I'm guessing, is the signal okay? I'm hoping the signal is okay. We can see things right. If this works like this, I might stay in this room in future. Okay, so. I see why this is. Aha. Okay, so I think if you're on the YouTube, we should just about have it. Oh, fantastic. Your suggestions are great. Okay, so here we go. Let's have a little look through these. That should be able to... That's strange. You should be able to comment. If you're not able to comment, then there must be something wrong with YouTube because my settings are in the right... Wait, have a look. See how it goes. And if it doesn't, I'm really sorry, but I will have a chat with YouTube and I'll find out why that is the case in future. So, okay, we've got loads. All right, let's get going. So, my knees. Oh, Megan, amazing. A comment on YouTube. There we go. So we're good. My knees are trembling. Fantastic. Yeah, your knees are trembling. That would suggest that you're scared, wouldn't it? I was shaking in my shoes. This is so much more exciting than saying I was scared. It shows us, and it's much more rewarding for a reader to add these clues up to realize how you're feeling. He was shivering, his arms were covered in goose pimples. My whole body was trembling. Chloe, oh, you must be very scared. Fantastic. I can tell that you're scared. You haven't told me, you've shown me. Megan, my heart is pumping. Oh, absolutely. Do you know what? We could go even further, I think, with that and say, like, is it pumping like something, as fast as something? Maybe we could add an extra simile in to make it even more powerful, but that is a fantastic idea. Just by saying, yes. Okay, Sam, we could absolutely do that. My whole body being trembling. My breath went short. My arms were shivering. My breath was cold. I had nothing to do but to run. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That sounds really tense and exciting. I suddenly froze. I wanted to scream, but it was as if my mouth wasn't working. Oh, Emma, that is a lovely one. I really like it. I like the idea that it's as if your mouth isn't working. That sounds really tense and stressful. Very good. Megan, you can only see the comments that you make. Absolutely. I know. I can show you the comments on the screen, though. Oh, Holly, you could smell that she was scared. Holly, that's disgusting. His heart was hammering. A shiver down your spine, goose pimples, amazing legs, a jelly. Fantastic. Yeah. As I was walking down the dark narrow path, Ryan, like loads of stuff. I continued to walk. Little did I know he was there. I froze in terror. There's nothing I could do but watch. I love there's nothing I could do but watch. I think that's a really nice line. Okay, that's your mum's name. Oh, Evie. Right, I will remember that from now on. Evie, I'm very sorry. Well done, Evie. Okay, so we've got lots of suggestions. So here's the challenge. I think it's easy to write scary, tense things about things that are tense. But I'm going to ask you to try and write me 2 sentences See if you can write 2 sentences and you're going to make this thing really tense and scary. All right, we're going to see if we can come up with the scariest idea for this. The idea is this, because remember, my favorite word, I'm just going to put it up because I love putting it up on mentioning it. My favorite word is originality. It's a really important word. That means we say things that are different to each other. So here's the idea. An original idea would be this. Can you write about eating a sandwich, but make it seem really tense? Could you do that? Could you do that? How would you describe? We can't say that we're scared. We're going to show. How are we going to show us eating this sandwich as we and we make it tense? See if you can write me 2 sentences where you show me how tense it is eating your sandwich. I'm going to give you 1 minute. Your time starts now. Let's see what we can come up with. What have we got then? What have we got? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, okay. We're starting to get some ideas, I think. See how we go. Can you write about eating your sandwich? How are you picking it up? What can you see? What can you smell in the sandwich? How are you going to make this tense? This is hard, isn't it? It's quite hard to write something tense about eating a sandwich. Okay. Okay, so we're starting to get some ideas. All right, cool. Okay, so I'm starting to get some ideas up. Don't worry if you're taking part in this workshop and you don't want to write the things in the comments, you don't have to. And if you're completing this workshop at the moment, a lot of people complete this after it's been recorded live. If that's you, hello, really nice to see you. You're very welcome to be here. Feel free to write any comments you'd like. I will try and reply to people afterwards as well and let you know what I think, but I won't be able to reply live to what you're writing. But let's have a look at what people have said. So, can we have a tense piece of writing about a sandwich? What an unusual Wednesday morning activity. Okay, so I like the start of this. I felt the sandwich in my hand. I felt the sandwich in my hand. That feels quite tense, doesn't it? I looked at it and I leant in. I opened my mouth and I took a bite. I like it. I think if we got to our full stops in all the way through that, so that it was like lots of short sentences, I think that feels quite tense. I was about to eat my sandwich. And my arms felt like they were lead. And then it happened. Okay, yeah, very good. It was like eating the longest. Oh, we got a bit of an ellipses here. We got really long, really super bonus ellipses being put in. Time ever? Oh no, my sandwich was just getting to my mouth when a seagull swooped down and stole it. Oh no! Oh, and that's incredibly tense. What have we got here? My hands were trembling. I gradually put it towards my mouth and got ready. Oh, imagine if we had a little, like a dot, dot, dot there, little ellipses. Got ready to eat it. Chloe, fantastic. What have we got here? I picked it up. Hand trembling. Lovely. Oh, the mustard was invading my taste buds. Oh, that sounds really tense. As I looked at the bread in my hands, I realized that I was shaking. I threw it behind me, scared that it would attack. Oh, Emma, we've thrown away our sandwich. Oh, no. Slowly, the bread full of ham and cheese, but then, very good, he turned green and was shaking as he took his first bites. The smell was foul, and you could tell he was scared. Holly, oh, I love it. Do you know what, Holly? I think it's a really good piece. If you can, how can we tell that he was scared though? Can we get another clue? Remember, if we just tell people that they're scared, it's good. But if we can show that they're scared, it's even more powerful. What have we got here? So a sandwich in my hand, and I did not know what to do. Oh, okay, so we don't know what to do. That's very good. Eventually, it happened. I took a bite. I was eating my hand sandwich. Then, surprisingly, ham came out of my nose, wrapped around my neck, and went back into my ears. That is very tense. That is definitely very tense. I think that might be the tensest one we've had so far. I sat at the spoiled kitchen table. My heart was thumping. I scented murder, like a crime was going to strike. I ate it down my dry throat. Okay, very fantastic. This feels a bit Edgar Allan Poe as it was starting to go into now. I picked up the sandwich. It felt sloppy, but I couldn't see what it's inside, but I could smell the gooey cheese. Oh, this one's great. Dripping slowly down my chin. Cameron, I don't know why I'm putting on the voice, but it's fantastic. Oh dear, yeah, good for the seagull though. The seagull had a very happy ending there. Fantastic. We'll go for one more. I was at the sea and I was eating my sandwich, and then I dropped it, and then it was a big mistake. Okay, Matty, fantastic. I think, and then we could even have an ellipsis that I dropped it. Fantastic. They're all great. So here's the challenge. Today, we are going to go hunting. We're going to go looking for a creature called an Argly Woo. Now, some of you have already created Argly Woos. That's what we were looking at last week, wasn't it? You were making your own ideas for Argly Woos. Well, we are going to be writing from the perspective. So we're going to be writing as if we are someone who is going to be hunting for the Argly Woo. Now, they're hunting to try and catch them and put them in a special Argly Woo zoo. We'll get to decide whether that happens or not at the end. But that's what they're trying to do. And so I think we're going to write about them from their own perspective. So that means, and do you know what? I will type this in. That means we're going to use the words I, and we're going to use the words my as well. These words are going to be very important. So we're going to be writing from this perspective. We're going to be going, I am hunting for the Argly Woo. I am looking for it. We're going to be talking about how they are looking for the Argly Woo and how they're searching for it. And so we're going to try and think from their perspective. Now, you are going to be this hunter. You are a fantastic Argly Woo catcher. You're going to go and find this Argly Woo. Do you think you can do it? Well, the good news is you get to take 3 items, 3 special items to help you catch the Argly Woo. So my first challenge for you guys is, what items do you think you would like to take? Which 3 items will you take with you? Okay, this is great. We've already got a suggestion here. Yeah, why would you do that? They don't want anything to do with us. Do you know what? I totally agree. This is a really great suggestion. I'm going to bring this up for a second. Fantastic. So we've got this here. Why would we go and hunt the Argly Woo? Well, because there's going to be a huge reward for catching the Argly Woo. It's going to be lots and lots and lots and lots of money. But, and this is very important, we can choose how the story ends. So we do not have to catch the Argly Woo. We might decide at the end that we change our mind and we don't want to do it anymore. So if you decide that you don't want to catch the Argly Woo, you do not have to catch them at all. And in fact, I think the story might be best if you don't catch them at the end. We change our mind. But let's see how we can do. This is all about the chase, see if we can find the Argly Woo. So at the moment, which 3 items would you take with you? How much Argyle does it have? Oh, this is a great question that we've got someone suggesting here. What 3 items? Now, this is very important. If we're going to put 3 items that we're going to take with us to help us catch the Argly Woo, I love originality, and I love to read items that no one else would think of. All right, so it can be whatever items you want. I want to see you come up with your own creative decisions. What do you think? What do you think would be really, really helpful? Someone's got a bit of a cheat already. So what kind of things would you take? Maybe there's not just... so we've got to go through some pretty difficult stuff so far. We are going to try and have to get through some pretty tricky places. We've got to get through a forest, first of all. We've got to get through a special forest called the Shortening Forest. Oh, the Shortening Forest. Then we've got to get through... there's lots of quicksand. We've got to get through the quicksand. And then there's even the cave. We've got to go into the cave. Oh, so there's lots of things we're going to have to do. But what 3 items would you take? Oh, and can you have items that no one else would think of? That's what's really exciting for me. If you can have items that no one else in this room would think of. In this room, on this trip, would think of. So, let's have a little look. Let's see what we've got. We should think about our 3 items. We've got some things that are like really cheeky. I'm going to start with Ren. Ren, you've got a great suggestion for your 3 items. Very creative, very original. I think it might be a bit overpowered. I think you might struggle to have tension because you can do anything you want with this. But you've got 3 genie lamps. Of course, Ren. 3 genie lamps sounds like a really good idea. I'm guessing each genie lamp gives you 3 wishes. So that would be 9 wishes, which is a lot of wishes and a lot you can do. Ren, if you want to take 3 genie lamps, you absolutely can. I think your story might be more fun and there might be more tension if you were a bit less powerful, because you're so powerful when you have that many lamps that it's difficult for us to be worried about something happening to you. And if you're not worried about you, then there's not much tension. So I think you could have like 1 genie lamp, I think is kind of cool, or maybe like 1 wish. That would be more exciting because there's only 1 thing you can solve with that, and that would build more tension. But if you want to go with all 3, you absolutely can. It's up to you what you want to do. So see how you feel, but I think it's a cool idea. So some other ideas. Okay, so Amanda's already said she doesn't want money. Okay, well, Amanda, maybe you're going to go and find the Argly Woo and help protect it. Maybe you're going to go and find the Argly Woo and see if you can help it. So that no one else can catch it. What else could we have? Okay, so we got... because actually, the journey is very difficult. Oh, wow. So someone's got food and a net and a dart gun. Oh, to catch it and send it pretty to sleep. Matty, that sounds really scary. We've got donuts. Absolutely. And a big box and some string to set a big trap to catch him. Oh, fantastic. We've got net and a gun, compass that will always point towards the Argly Woo. Oh gosh, that's a very, very useful item, isn't it? That's a very, very clever item. You've got a special compass. Okay, fantastic. Very, very good. Very, very good. Just a reminder, we may all decide by the end of this, we're probably going to let the Argly Woo go, so you may have to give up your compass by the end, but we'll see how we do. We've got binoculars. We've got a rucksack. And we've got jelly beans, his favourite food. Ah, absolutely. Now, each Argly Woo is slightly different. So maybe your Argly Woo it has a different type of food they like. We've got a sandwich, a net, and an aeroplane. Oh, wow, like a big one that you can sit in. That's pretty cool. We've got net, cheese, and a tranquilizer dart. Holly, we've got a lot of kind of tranquilizer darts and nets. A little bit much, this one over here. Sam, I would suggest we are not allowed to hurt anything. You could use it to maybe shoot your way out of a situation that doesn't hurt anything, but I think that might be a bit much. Sam, yes, it might be right. We got a portal gun. Cool, I like that. A grappling gun. Absolutely. Sam, I've just seen you also posted bazooka. Sam, you are making me laugh. All right, got pickles. Very good. A net, food, dart gun, a flying suit, a sword, a donuts catching Marmite, Gruffalo. Oh, you might take a Gruffalo. That's pretty cool. My magnifying glass, pencil, round, yeah, fantastic. a toilet scrubber, an ice cream, and a cardigan. Very good. Okay, so I think we've got loads of ideas. Raw meat, mustard, and a goat horned, like to disguise yourself as a goat. A goat costume, I think, is pretty great. I'd love to read about that. All right, okay, and a private jet. All right, fine. We've got a private jet as well. An axe and an axe. All right, great. So this is great. So we are going to set off on our journey. I would like you to see if you can write down this line. I'm going to give you a sentence. This is going to be the first line. Okay, so we're going to look for the Argly Woo. We're going through the forest first. This is the shortening forest. We're going to see if we can build some tension in the shortening forest. So it's going to start out quite nice. The first line, I'd like you to copy this down. I want you to write this. It's a long sentence, isn't it? A long sentence. See if you can write this whole sentence down on a piece of paper. I entered the shortening forest and crept silently through the gnarled and bendy trees. That's our first line for our journey. So I entered the shortening forest and crept silently through the gnarled and bendy trees. So gnarled is kind of like knobbly and a bit like it's been chewed up a bit. And bendy is all wobbly and swings backwards and forwards. Okay, so we've got our first sentence. Hopefully we're writing this sentence down. We're having a look at this sentence. If you finish writing this sentence, or you're getting to the point that you've just about finished, I'd be interested to know how many words are in the sentence. How many words have we got in that sentence? How many words are there? I entered the shortening forest and crept silently through the gnarled and bendy trees. What do we think? I entered the shortening forest and crept silently through the gnarled and bendy trees. Okay, so some people have finished. If you finished, feel free to put the numbers up. Okay, we've got, fantastic. I think lots of people. We've got 14, absolutely. 14 words. I'll bring it up there if you need somebody to copy it down. So we've got 14 words. Now, the problem with the shortening forest is that every sentence in the shortening forest gets shorter and shorter and shorter. And we're going to see if we can build tension now in our shortening forest by writing our next sentence. And it has to be shorter than 14 words. Now you're going to start to feel like the trees are moving in around you. You're starting to feel a little bit worried. What could we start to worry about in the shortening forest? What happens? What do you think? Can you write the next sentence? It needs to be shorter than 14 words. I think longer than 9. So can you get a sentence that is 10 words, 11 words, 12 words, or 13 words? What's the next sentence in the shortening forest? We started walking through. What's going to happen next in the shortening forest? There's no Argly Woo left. Is it 13? I think it was 14. Our first one, let me bring it up again. Our first one was, I entered the shortening forest and crept silently through the gnarled and bendy trees. I entered the shortening forest and crept silently through the gnarled and bendy trees. 14. So 14 words. Can you write the next sentence in this? It needs to be shorter than 14 words, but longer than 9. It's not going to get too short yet, but can we have our next sentence? What's going to start to happen? How are we going to start to feel tense? What's happening to our bodies? What we're seeing around us? How are we feeling? There's no Argly Woo yet. We're just moving through it. Oh, okay, we're starting to get some ideas. The next sentence needs to be shorter than 14 words, but longer than 9. Can we do it? What do we think? I entered the shortening forest and crept silently through the gnarled and bendy trees. Ooh. Oh, it's some exciting ideas already here. What do we think? Oh, I love this one. Let's go with this. So how many words is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. My feet crunched over the leaves, and an owl hooted over my head. That's 13 words. Very good. So that was less than 14. Very good. Let's see if we can have another one that's less. We've got this. The trees felt like they were enrapturing, capturing me in a prison of trees. 1 second, guys. I think I've got a delivery. Thank you. Very good, very good, very good. There we go. So we've got the trees felt that I like in capturing me. Like you is an interesting word, kind of a mixture of different words there, which I kind of like, Matty. Very creative. So we've got oh. As I ventured on in the shortened forest, the trees leaned in, unwelcoming. As I ventured in the shortened forest, the trees leaned in, unwelcoming. 13, very good, very good. I love it. We've got here. This is just someone thinking the trees fall down and crush you and you never come home. That is definitely less than 14 words. The trees started to move around me, encapsulating me. Absolutely, there we go. That's lovely. All right, so we've got our next line. That's great. But the problem is, as we keep walking in the shortening forest, the sentences are going to keep getting shorter and shorter. Here's the next one. Okay. Your next sentence needs to be shorter than your last one. 6 to 9 words now. Your next sentence. You keep walking. The trees are getting closer. How can we show the trees are getting closer now? We only get 6 to 9 words. What are you going to say here? Oh, it's got to be really close now. We're starting to get worried. How are we going to show that it's getting tense? We've only got 6 words to 9 words in this sentence, but it feels like everything is getting closer. Everything is getting tighter, more cramped. Maybe you're feeling something. Maybe we can hear something. What could we hear that could make us feel tense? Remember, this sentence has to be shorter than the last one. It's only 6 to 9 words this time round. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to see what you can come up with. So shorter than the last sentence. This is really good as we're doing this because by shortening sentences, often it can help us make things more tense. So what do we think? Oh, we got loads of ideas. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. Let's have a look at this. Fantastic. I could see nothing in the darkness. Very good. Isn't that a tense line? I love that. I feel like nothing's wasted in that. Oh, this is getting more tense. Aren't these more tense? Look at this. The trees whispered, "You cannot leave." Oh, that sounds scary. That sounds really scary. Oh, lovely. I love this. My shoes crumbled from the acid mud as I took each step. My shoes crumbled from the acid mud as I took each step. I think that was for the line beforehand, which was cool. Very, very nice. But very good. That was for our previous line. But okay. Oh gosh, Holly, the branches were groping at my face. Oh yeah, they're kind of grabbing out. Oh, that's horrible. Very, very, that's nasty. The trees are getting bigger, enclosing me. Oh, yeah, it's definitely tense. Isn't it tense? Can't you feel how tense and stressful this is getting? The branches felt like arms grabbing me. Yet, don't you feel this is more tense? I feel this is more tense now we're getting shorter sentences. Oh, I like that. My radar scans something in the darkness ahead. Very good. I heard "little boy," and then whoosh. Oh, great. Oh, that sounds really scary. Yeah, absolutely. A film that many of you won't have seen yet, but I agree. Some of these are like scenes from Predator. This is getting pretty creepy. Let's see if we can. Can your next sentence be shorter than 6 words? Oh no, it's gonna get even more tense. Things are gonna get even more tense. Less than 6 words. 5 words maximum. Now, 5 words maximum. Oh, lovely. Matty, great, fantastic. 9 words. Yeah, really good. Well done. The tree started to feel like a trap. Started to feel to them like a trap. Yeah, very good. Can the next sentence be shorter than 6 words? Get to the chopper. I think would count, but we can't use that. What would we say? What do we think? I love this. Isn't it funny how shortening a sentence can add tension? Isn't that interesting how when we use shorter sentences, they can have more impact like that? Oh, these are so good. Right, okay, oh, I'm excited. Okay, so I bolted for the exit. Great. I love the word bolted. What a great word to use. We didn't just say I ran, I bolted for the exit. That sounds faster, doesn't it? Because it makes me think of a lightning bolt, something moving really, really fast. What a great word. Fantastic. I was petrified. Okay, very, very good. Yeah, I love it. I'd love it if we could say like my legs felt like stone. It's kind of cool because we could show it, couldn't we, even more? But yeah, I was petrified is great. Very good. Oh! I like the fingers didn't touch your shoulder. They gripped your shoulder. Isn't that more tense? Isn't that showing more tension? This is great. Oh, then I tripped and fell. Oh no, something blew at me. Cameron, okay, get to the cave instead of the chopper. Yeah, great. I unleashed my sword. Okay, great. Dun dun dun. All right. So here's the challenge. We're gonna go super short. Can we go even shorter? Can we get a sentence even shorter than that one? And this is got to be the sentence where you start to decide what you're going to do. Maybe you can use one of your objects to help you. Maybe one of your items can help you. Okay? This is bad, though. How short can you make your final sentence? Maybe you can go, my axe! That could be a 2-word sentence. That's your way of solving it, isn't it? You could say that. What could we say? How short can you make your final sentence in this bit of writing? We're gonna try and escape now. What do you think? Amazing. Yeah, why not? I think someone has just gone for I think that's a very short sentence, isn't it? That's a very short sentence. Very, very good. What else could we say? Can you come up with sentences? 1 word, 2 words, 3 word? And I fell. Love it. I love it. What I love about short sentences is, as a writer, you can see that you need every single word to make that sentence work. Nothing is wasted. There's nothing left over. And sometimes I think as a writer, our job is to try and make sure that we make the words work really hard and that there's nothing that's wasted. So when we're writing short sentences, I think it really makes us think about that. We really kind of... Cameron! I pooped! Yeah, that sounds pretty scary, Cameron. And a pretty good tense way to bring it down. Well done. And then it happened. Oh! It went black. You can't see anything anymore. The light has gone out. 3 letters. I saw it. Fantastic. Do you know what, guys? This is so good. I think I smelled freedom. This is great. I can't see. Someone's gone, the Argly woo. Absolutely, the Argly woo. Perhaps you're going to see the Argly woo. Right now. Then. I tripped. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Oof. Oh, I like that. I really like that. That's very original. Oof. You've got a bit of sound, a bit of speech, and that word oof is very onomatopoeic, isn't it? I can really hear it and feel what's taking place. Lovely. Stay down. Then I tripped. Yeah, we had that. Then I passed out. Okay. All right. Now, Matty, you've passed out, so it's a bit tricky for you to bust your way out here. But what I'm asking everyone else to do is I want you to see if can you escape. Can you escape? Maybe, Matty, you wake up. But can you escape? I want you to try and escape from this forest in 3 sentences. Each sentence I want to be longer than the last. Okay? So our first sentence of our 3 could be 5 words. That's fine. The next sentence I want to be longer than that sentence. And then the third one, as we're really getting out of the forest, I want to be even longer. We're not catching the Argly Woo yet. We're going to see if we can escape from the forest. On the other side, we're getting into a desert on the other side. There's lots of sand everywhere. We're going to emerge into the desert. So, can you escape from the forest? 3 sentences. Each sentence has to be longer than the last one. All right? Big challenge here. What can you come up with? Can you escape from this, the shortened forest? Each one longer than the last as you get out. 3 sentences. If you get 3 sentences, by all means push for 4, but I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Time starts now. Off we go. What can we say? Absolutely. I think that's totally fair. Someone has said this. Guys, you know what we're going to do? We are going to, this is going to be today. This is going to be the last stage. I'm going to explain what's going to happen. We're going to decide after this that we're probably not going to hunt the Argly Woo. I think that's probably a fair thing. All right. So how are we going to get out of the forest? That's what we've got to do. We've got to get out of the forest. 3 sentences, each one longer than the last as we try to escape. What do we think? We'll give you guys a little bit more time. See if you can come up with this. Your solution. How are you going to escape? 3 sentences, each one longer than the last as you try and get out. These are really funny. These are really good. Okay, so we still got a little bit of time. Still going to have another minute and a bit. 3 sentences, each one longer than the last one. So we're going to try and have longer sentences. Let's see what we can come up with. Okay, I'm excited. Right, guys, as we're putting these together, I want to have a quick chat. I have been so impressed with you all today. I think this is going to be a 3-part adventure. I've been thinking about this. I think that might be like part 1 of our adventure and our quest. Do you know what? We are not going to go... we're not going to have to hunt the Argly Woo. I think we're going to find a different way of meeting up with the Argly Woo. A few people have said here they don't want to hunt the Argly Woo. If people are interested in that, then I don't mind that. They can go and try and see if they can catch because their Argly Woo might be an evil monster. That's fine. But I think perhaps you've been invited for dinner with the Argly Woo. Perhaps that's why you're travelling to go and see the Argly Woo. Maybe you've invited round for dinner. Does that sound nicer? If you like that idea, then I think that is what we could continue with. But the next stage next week we're going to be heading through the desert, and we're going to see if we can avoid the really, really quick, super quick quicksand, which is going to build some tension because it's going to be so fast in how quickly the quicksand sucks us in. If you want to try and find the Argly Woo, if you want to have dinner with the Argly Woo, maybe you want to try and see if you can get some of the Argly Woo's treasure. Maybe you want to see if you can capture the Argly Woo. I do not mind what you want to do, but if you want to go and spend some time with the Argly Woo because you want to be polite and take up his dinner offer, that is a good reason for going there as well. And we will continue our journey next week. But let's have a quick glance. All right, so, lots of things. So many ideas. These are great that are coming up on the thread. These are fantastic. So, we're going to go on a proper adventure, I think. So let's have a look at this. I wake up. I'm hanging upside down. I see a massive spider and I use my axe to cut free, and then I storm out of the forest and freedom was right in front of me to try to get some attention. Fantastic. That sounds really good. Oh, I grabbed my portal gun. I like that. That's a very short sentence, isn't it? So it feels very sudden. I grabbed my portal gun. I shot the floor beneath me. I flipped in midair and I saw where I'd come from. I love this long sentence. And I shot the cliff edge and fell through and saw the light. I think that's a really nice sentence there. I think it might even be two that we've got there at the end. But I love that as you're moving, it's a longer sentence, that kind of longer flipping through the air. Fantastic. I really like that. Then I saw a light. I couldn't get up though. I grasped for the toilet scrubber. Did you use your toilet scrubber to get out of the shortened forest and use it as a walking stick? Then at last I managed to get out following the light and escape from the forest. Emma, beautiful. Really, really, really lovely writing. Well done. I love that. I love that how you've gone for a shorter sentence, then a longer one, an even longer one. Very, very good. Oh, I launched the net gun. With the Argly Woo distracted, I turned and ran. I managed to get out of the shortened forest, surprised to be alive. Fantastic. Fantastic. Someone is going to save the Argly Woo. What a great reason to go and look for the Argly Woo. They're going to go and save the Argly Woo. Fantastic. I hoisted my up by a tree. Then I saw the goldness of the sand. I got more and more excited to see him, to have dinner with him. Okay, fantastic. We are getting closer and closer. Guys, we're going to do this over 3 sessions, I think I've realised. This is fun. I really, really am so impressed with what you've come up with. Please remember from today's session that when we're writing and we're trying to raise tension, short sentences are very powerful. And using a range of punctuation can be very powerful as well. Using powerful verbs can be really, really effective. You've been so good at doing this. Anything that you've written today that you'd like to send over to me, your parents can send it to me on my Facebook artist page and I'll have a look. But also, I'll hold this up here, they can go to my website. Anyone can submit on my website any work by going to the message bit. I normally get a few of these every week, so I apologise if it takes me a little bit of time to get back. But if anyone wants to send me their journey through the shortened forest for me to read and give you some feedback, you can send it over and I will share some of my favourite journeys into the shortened forest. I will share them on my site over the next few days. If you've got an Argly Woo that you would like to share as well, maybe you've got a drawing of an Argly Woo or a design for an Argly Woo, or maybe you took part in the other workshop and you still have a poem for the Argly Woo you'd like to share it, please send that as well. I would love to get that. We will continue our quest to visit the Argly Woo next week when we've got to make our way through the desert and the quicksand. Oh, I hope we can make it. You've been amazing. Well done for today. If you want to carry that on, you can keep exploring yourself and writing about the Argly Woo, but I would love to see those stories if you've got me a little bit of story about the shortened forest. All right. Well done for today, guys. You have been fantastic. I'm very impressed. And I will see you all. Maybe I can give you a bit of a round of applause. Here we go. For you all. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Congratulations on making it through the shortened forest. I will see you next week for the quicksand and the desert. Bye-bye. See you later.